This thing is death. So what are we dealing with? We're just dealing with operational densities, different densities of operation. So like what's the problem? There'd be nothing to mourn. There's no thing is I don't know how to do it without I don't know how to do it without someone feel I ain't worried about talking about it, but some feeling like the traditional stuff like we know there's no such thing as death, but we can't live it. Okay. No, there's just pain. That's all the fuck there is. So when you make the simple, I mean, how am I supposed to know? I've made our memories are erased by a needle in their hospitals. Not everyone's born in a hospital. Like so like yeah, not everyone's born in a hospital. But if you were, that's where your memories are erased by a needle. Okay. Yeah. Well, again, one of those things I've only heard once. Now, the lies are repeated endlessly. They're beat to your skull. But like, yeah, the truest things I have only heard once, and no one wants to hear them. No one wants to repeat them. No one repeat them. I'm not owning this. Again, what about that's fine. And most I do everything I'm doing is fair use. I just don't have a laptop to and nor need to take the time to do that. Just do the old school way. Something I would say like a Russell Means would do if he was, incarnated. What I'm saying? Like just put your phone on the screen. I got the thing in there, the Roku. I don't care. Thing is, I take the. I mean, I've listened. The thing is, you want to do the balance of how much I've listened and something's listened to me? Huh? You think who owes who? That's the problem with Australia. Do you want to pay me for my countless hours? And then what? I can get some. I don't know if it's intentional or not, or all it takes is AI to separate us. Get some deflection. Huh? There's some kind of hint that I'm approachable, that you can't answer a question. Because of this? No, it's not gonna get softer. A twin soul should know a twin soul on some level that it doesn't matter what's said. That's the thing with like Awakening Leela. You know what happened. You know what you've done. So like if we were the same, you're like, oh yeah, he should even this and more. But no, the narcissism. No, this is a level of narcissism. I mean, when you beat someone to death with the proof that no, I cannot possibly be you, then okay. But when to just simply ask like, hey, are you married and cannot get her? I mean, you're hanging by a pinky fingernail. Don't let this the Cadillac in the back. This isn't mine, nor could it be. You know what I'm saying? Not without it, I operate. That had to be a center. I'd have to have, I'd have to use that. I'd have to use it differently. Okay. No, I don't like to mess with people, but no, I'm not gonna go. I'm a camper guy. I'm a small house guy, the tiny houses, whatever. I'm really like a ethereal guy where damn, the sun doesn't move and, it ain't that you don't like clothes. It's you don't need clothes. Why are we the only thing that need clothes? That's what that makes me by we're obviously less durable, but that's why Sasquatch, aren't. That's why they still have hair. And when they're children, they're confused. How many children have confused young Sasquatch as human? Just they're just a little dirty. Oh, and one was like, oh yeah, that was close, wasn't it, sis? They just, a guy and girl a guy and girl a guy and girl. That's good. They came by. Yeah, a brother and sister. They just play with Sasquatch children. And years later, the dude's like, "Hey, them dirty children and they always wear the same clothes. I think that was hair." I mean, you just don't know. So, and those that choose to live a more ethereal life, they live 800 plus years, some, and whatever. I'm going on too far with this. This ain't about someone listening to, but I got to take the stance with my people, whether they like me or not. They're the most vulnerable to my people. It don't matter what energy you go by. If you're the most vulnerable, you're my people. And so they can't eat your words or your advice and nor need it. Okay. The thing is, y'all won't, none of you put your money in your mouth. Why are you talking? I mean, you've already been warned. Don't spread our business. We're about business. Okay. And we're not, how many years have I listened to others? And besides the giving and just broker. But really, you expect people to listen to you and pay y'all because you have a deck of cards or whatever and not return the energy, return the energy, all the time wasted on y'all. You expect people, what do you think so special about y'all? Your consent? You consent to money. You consent to AI advertising. You consent to AI choosing what is advertised. and you get blessed while we die. You know, I'm scared to approach someone. Yeah, you're scared to look into your mirror. It's up to you to look into your mirror. You don't get to deflect on your mirror. It's your mirror, and you will look in it. Because we're the ones that suffer having to be the damn mirror. Or just common sense little shit. Now, whoever I volunteered for, I gave them the easiest assignment possible. You know that fragile little energy in the computers that represents 1 and 0s? I think it's actually on and off, isn't it? I realized the other day, it might not be energy held at two ends of a dipole or, of a continuum. I always thought that's what I thought you came to. Like, the 1 is this end of a continuum and the 0 is over here. Well, no, actually, binary information is on and off. That's one way to describe it. So is it just energy and then no energy? So just sequences of energy and no energy, which would even take less energy, meaning it's the most the fragile energy in the realm in any of the 366 universes. I'm sure, and that alone would end child trafficking immediately, and nothing will do anything about it. The only other alternative is to put it in the hands of the sincere and responsible, so they can allocate it correctly, and that way child trafficking can never happen. But obviously, my people, my ancestors, my great grandmother's ancestors say we can't eat money, and no, you can't. Couldn't eat the ore either. Okay, the only way you eat the ore is it comes up through the plants, through the soil. That's why it's down there, to come up through the soil into the plants. Of course, in the 3D, in silica, you don't even need that. You don't have to eat that. Are you getting it yet? I made this easy. I made the most effort request possible, and I can't get a dime. I mean, from the people that owe me thousands, I can't get a dime. And to the pretendian, it won't. He thinks, why does Jonathan Kudamaza think he's getting away with this? Why is no one making that one trite little nothing be responsible? No, I thought the idiot knew I was an elder. I'm an elder trying to help you. And then he starts some kind of weird, where did you get all this information about me, dude? And you're going to play dumb about it. That's who cares. I got to stop feeding that. That's just so small times. I mean, is that the goofy ass groupie? Plays good as an analyst wants to. Yeah, he's got a good talk. I should pay attention to that picture with him with a gun. You're talking about pre-Adamic man. God bless. Like that's native. Just him holding a gun, like, dude, or God. I mean, I'm sorry. I didn't see that in the beginning, because he talks a good game. Talks a good game as concerns the earth, but like, you're sitting there holding a gun like a knuckle dragging Neanderthal, and I pardoned. I apologize to Neanderthal, which there was never no Neanderthal, obviously. We've devolved from etheric to this. There's that etheric to this. There's no Neanderthal, not probably. No, it wasn't impossible. Whatever, that's just because that's based on spinning and evolution. But that, so I mean, how many years was I in that house trying not to freeze to death, my own accord, and you wouldn't let me die. And I begged for people breaking in, still one of them could come in and blow my brains out. So the thing is, something's not doing its job, whether you can or not. And you don't trust me enough to join you. You don't think I want 24/7 torture all child and human traffickers 24/7 until it ends? Because I can't trust y'all. Because the evidence, did I manifest? So the first time I went to Ian Peaks, it was like barely tolerable, but uncomfortable. But, there's more cowboys. I go in today and I manifested a damn brothel. I mean, it looked like a brothel, of drug addicts. I mean, what I'm not accusing them, just like, they didn't even look healthy. I mean, it looked like a vampire movie. Do you get what I'm saying? How does that happen this far outside of Dallas? I didn't expect Dallas. I expected less smut. I'll tell you, it's Memphis. I expected less smut out here, in Dallas than I did in Memphis. I ain't even delved into the inner city yet. That's where I gotta go trick. I gotta go, that's where I go suck rock or put on a dress. Well, I got to bend over too. Well, do I have to bend over too? Yeah. None of this is mine. Stop. I shouldn't have pointed that. None of this is mine. No, nor should it be. Huh? What do we have to do? I can't get one response to a simple question by phone call or simple text because of fear. The one thing a Jesus ain't going to hear, and it ain't about serving the Yahweh supercomputer. No, it's about ignoring the Samaritan and whoever's on the side of the road on Damascus or whatever. It's about you just walking by them while they're bleeding out. Jesus ain't going to hear, a Sophia ain't going to hear, I was afraid. Someone get me to a density that I can be effective, or I'm reaming your ass in spiritual court.